More Dragon Age. Goddamn. Really? I don't know how much more we got. Okay, move that to here. And Dragon Age. Baba Booey. Alright. Let's see how much further progress we can make today. I gotta look up the region zones. Region levels. Let's see. So we've done the Exalted Plains. Emerald Graves. Humphreys de Lyon. Missing Waste. But it doesn't have... Doesn't list the Frostback Mountains. Weird. I sent word to several comrades. Knowing or not, the merchants behind the Venatori caravan have now lost most of their worth because of it. The Red Jenny Charade is watching to see where they scatter. If I only have one student, I probably have the best one. That's good. Your trainer. Our efforts have proven successful, Inquisitor. I've taken a portion for our coffers, but the remainder may be used as you require. Visitor's throne accessory 2. What does that mean? Level 20, yeah. So resources. Emerald Graves is 14 to 16. The Gamadon peaks to the south of the wastelands are a source of valuable metals such as paragons, luster, and everite. Transporting these metals safely is harder than fighting them. Also, while little of use grows in the west approach, the mushrooms are found along the abyssal rift and in remote tunnels that lead into the deep roads.
Inquisitor.
We just send. We haven't done Hinterlands
Someone's
research.
turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Maybe.
At your service.
Okay, so we should probably do. Adamant Fortress has withstood countless darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defenses. 12 to 15. 12 to 15. So maybe we do story tonight. Let's do Adamant Fortress first.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
I'm listening.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
There's no other way?
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons.
It doesn't sound
It'll
too
be
good.
hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Confirm. Wog! Ooh. I'm not even going to try and... Alright, get the fuck out of here. Let's see. Who do we want? Sandra, probably. Cole, get on in here. And you know, let's do Dorian. Well done. Very framey, this cutscene. How'd you get How you strong enough to... Damn, Inquisition soldiers built different. Look at that, taking rocks to the shield. Not... Oh, he did not. He took a rock to the face.
Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Okay. I know our soldiers need my help, but there's loot on the ground and I have to obviously pick that up first. The flowing formal script. All who walk on the side of the Maker are one. An addendum underneath it. Painted quickly and salty. Stick this in your taint, Blighty.
some insane ritual. Can't you see? This is madness! It's no use! Their minds are not their own! Keep your distance!
Fall back to safety.
Wardens! Attack!
No! God damn it, game. Oh my god.
We will not be
Alright, hello, hello.
sacrificing some insane
Samurai already
ritual.
said hi.
Brothers, can't you see? This is madness! It's no... Their minds are not their own! Keep your distance! The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill wardens! If you fall back, you won't be harmed! Alright, my men will stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Yay.
Well said. I had hoped some of the wardens would listen to reason.
Good, I didn't want to kill anyone. Try to save as many as we can. Open sesame. You know, I feel like the story wants me to be moving quickly, but then they put loot in the way, and it's like, well, I gotta stop to take the loot. Ooh, piece of can. Dorian, out of the way. Ooh, rest in peace. I can't get him.
Our forces need a...
Soldiers are dying by the other ladders, though.
You can press on ahead, your worship. We'll clear a path for the rest of our forces.
Okay. Man, I really hope there's a more automated looting system in Veilguard. Oh, fuck you, demon. Okay, so it is taking me literally.
thought your men could use some help up here! Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this. I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
Hopefully that's the decision that keeps him alive. Do the mages seem different to you? Ever since they began summoning those demons, they don't talk to the rest of us. Have you been picked for one of the secret assignments yet? I can't imagine what they need us for if the mages can summon demons. The Jenner and Kemet disappeared last week right after the ritual started. And nobody knows where they're gone. Stay ready. I'm not sure it's safe to talk anymore. Gotta grab all the loot. I mean, it's kind of worthless loot. I think I want to stay on the battlements.
We need to help our soldiers up the ladder.
Uh-oh.
They can come up safely now.
I suggest we keep moving. Soldiers get tired, demons not so much.
Master Araman, I am not an untutored apprentice. The Grey Warden mages who left the circle just after their harrowing might take your explanations at face value. But I was an enchanter before I joined the Grey Wardens. That the sacrifices, the death, are necessary to bind the demons, I grant you. You know more of such things than I, and I make no judgment upon it. The manner of my mages binding the demons is still unsettling. They answer my questions readily, but the words are spoken by rote. And several of the non-mages have complained that their comrades seem cold and unfeeling since the ritual. Some of that is natural, I grant you. One cannot kill a brother and come away unchanged. But if there's more to this, I will have it from you. The Inquisition presses us to action. Continue the rituals. If we must destroy them before we venture into the deep roads, so be it. But do not lie to me, Araman. I stand against the blight. No man, no Inquisitor, no Magister will get in my way. Clarel has been deceived. I think we suspected that, but to the degree, I don't think we were certain. I hope Commander Clarel is fine with waiting a tad bit longer. You know, I've got looting to do. My soldiers, are they fighting for their lives in this very brutal siege? Yes, but I just found an amulet. Who does that amulet of power go for? Blackwall. Okay. The character I don't think I have traveled with at all. Because he doesn't have like anything really unique about him. They didn't give him any unique thing. They just made him a basic warrior. Yep. Piece of candy. good shield. Though I don't know if it's going to be better than what I already have Cassandra using. But we shall. Very least we'll compare them. And we can always just sell it. Oh, hello. Get away from me. Did not work.
On the battlements, Inquisitor.
Not all the wardens have stood against us. Make a willing, we may be able to reason with Clarel.
Commander Cullen will hold the path open for us as long as possible, Inquisitor. Our forces are ready when you are.
Hell yeah. Oh, what's our 57? Uh-oh. Inventory's almost maxed out.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect!
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tavinta, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel! If you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Erimond wants!
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tavinta ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through!
Damn it. I wonder if there is a way to convince her. I wonder if I did something wrong along the way.
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Grey Wardens have a proud history. You stopped the Blight at the Silent Plains, at Starkhaven and Hunterfell, at Aersley and Denerim. This world owes you a debt it can never repay. I would not stand against you if I did not know you were being misused.
Why did a couple people dislike that? That seems like a good option.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Oh. The dragon. He does like a bitch.
Corral, wait.
He's running like a bitch.
Help the Inquisitor!
Before it brings the fortress down.
Alright, kill the demon.
I'm getting slaughtered over here! We need to help her.
Come on, lads. Wardens, we gotta move.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
Aura. Is he a Rift Mage too?
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Oh! you alive? What?
In war, victory.
We can take it.
In peace, vigilance.
Oh, I should have brought Solus for this because we go into the fucking fade. Fuck! Damn it. Oh, I should have Solus with me for this one. Oh, what?
Where are we?
Oh, that's not trippy.
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. This is the Fade. But I'm stuck. I can't... Why can't I? This place is wrong. I made myself forget when I made myself real. But I know it wasn't like this.
It's not how I remember the Fade either.
The first time I entered the Fade, it looked like a lovely castle filled with gold and silks. I met a marvelous desire demon, as I recall. We chatted and ate grapes before he attempted to possess me. Perhaps the difference is that we are here physically. This is no one's dream.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
Pretty far away.
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right?
There. Let's go.
I really should have Solus here. Fuck! Oh, I'm upset about that. Solus will probably give me lore drop.
Wrong. Wringing me out. Reward right and rigid. I can't relax. Can't release.
Control yourself, demon. Quickly.
It's all right, Cole. We'll get you out of here soon.
Thank you. It should be like home. It's not. This isn't me, not this part.
Oh, we are going to reach. Pilgrim. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help at the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountains shook and fell and buried me. Alone in the darkness, my legs crushed, I cried in fear of a world with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Lighten my final hours. Let me go to the Maker without the terrors of darkness confounding me.
Should we look around?
Oh, hell yeah. The wolves were our allies. In the old days, before Andraste, before the Maker, we knew this to be so. But man grew tired of the chase, the hunt, the truth of fang and steel and blood. Man put seeds in the ground, tended cattle and chickens, and built fences to keep the wolves away. Man bred hounds that would heel and sit and obey, and told himself that the hounds were just as good. Now the Darkspawn come again. They break our fences, kill our cattle and chickens, burn our crops. Our dogs cower with tails between their legs, or if they fight, they fall to the poison of Darkspawn blood. We are dying, and I am shamed by my cowardice. The ways of man and hound are not enough. I come to you, spirits of the old forest, I who built fences, I who came with fire and steel to drive you away. I come to you because fear has made my arms weak. I ask you for unforgiving rage, to make them strong again. Kill the hound in my heart, and grow strong from the meat on its bones. In its place give me the wolf, words caught in the bloody ripples of ancient water in the Fade, somehow remembered. We obviously gotta look around.
What do you make of that?
Oh, that's weird. That's what I make of that. Maker, give me strength. When the Darkspawn came to Denerim, I wept so hard that I could not see. But still I fought for you. When demons poured from the sky where the Temple of Sacred Ashes used to stand, my hands shook so badly that I could not aim my bow. But still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed Haven and killed my friends, I screamed until I had no voice, but still I fought for you. They are sending me to attack Adamant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons and the odds are grim. We cannot win, but our distraction, our sacrifice may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knotted, and I see dead friends from old battles reaching out to me every time I close my eyes. I am so afraid, Maker, but still, I will fight for you. Well, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Alright, so we are... Let's see, we've got to destroy something. Try those two things. Oh, what's back here? Book. I once studied the Fate as a scholar, dissecting it, as a child might a rat or a frog. I was young and craved the power conquering the Fate could bring. I tried in vain to chart its paths, and when that failed I attempted to secure them. In my arrogance I struggled against the Fate's very nature. How does one pin down a dream? How can one control a thought so that it might travel always the same course from conception to completion? Only when I let go of my desires and humbled myself was the Fate open to me. The spirits came and took it upon themselves to be my guides, my lanterns in the darkness. At their command the paths grew still, and I could walk them again and again. I was shown vast oceans containing not water but memories drawn from the minds of dreamers. I drifted through frozen moments like paintings, perfect in each detail. As I explored this impossible realm, the spirits kept darker things at bay. I came to trust them, even love them, and I saw my own love reflected in them. To know the Fade, one cannot seek to master it. The Fade is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Writings of Magister Callistus of Terravin, known to some as Callistus the Fade Touched. I think we've read books from lore bits from that man before. that Justinia? It is.
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. Most holy.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit, or a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves.
Got a point.
In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
How do we get home?
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Oh, lovely.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Oh, the voice. Hold on.
We only have a short time. Ask what you must.
So can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her, or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
Seems like I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Or perhaps you were precisely where you were meant to be.
Just as the Maker intended, I suppose.
Perhaps.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After Heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the Nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
You trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
Valid.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
Recover your memories to learn how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks a door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Nice.
So all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
I'd like to know more about the Nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the Nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the Nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus.
None.
By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
We should keep moving.
Run while you can! Warn them!
What's going on here?
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the
No
orb
shit.
Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
That's it!
Yes.
That tells me nothing. Not about Corypheus or a weakness for the demon, or even a way out of here. All it tells me is that I should break his damned orb next time it starts glowing.
Yet, even that information may one day help you. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Could that truly have been the most holy?
Well, I have no idea. If it's a spirit, it's not acting like one. No demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
And what of the demon she mentioned? This nightmare sounds dangerous.
It's nothing like me. I make people forget to help them. It eats their fears. I don't know if I could... I don't want to. That's not me.
Son, by the time you read this, the Darkspawn poison will have claimed me. We gave all at Starkhaven, and we brought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon. But when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I would not live to see you again. Virus will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starkhaven as rising greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help him conquer the free marches. You must refuse. The battlefield is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunts about cowardice can change that. Anything that roams that battlefield now will lie dead. Die. Stall him however you must and watch for the crows. Those birds have the good sense to fear the blight. When you see them gather, then you will know that the poison is gone and it is safe to search the battlefield for trinkets to satisfy Virus. I will not be here to guide you, son. You must learn from the crows. They watch patiently, they let their fear keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows and do the same. Thora.
We have a visit. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
The voice sounded so much like Corypheus, but... Master unveiled a new altar. It stands higher than a man, like a great statue, and great spikes jut out from its length, hungry for blood. Master calls it the Claw of Dumat, and says that the altar will help bring Tevinter to glory. I praised it as was expected, and Master smiled. It was good to see him smile again. He has been fearful of late, vexed by the loss of followers. He has met with the other priests, and in secret I have heard them discussing ways to return the people of Tevinter to the ways of the old gods, as is only just. He spoke to me later in the day and asked that I call him Corypheus, as it was the name he would take for himself after a ritual. Master, now Corypheus told me that my people, the elves of old, were tied to the Fade, and that in order to carry out the will of Dumat, he would need to call upon the magic that lives in our blood. Corypheus told me to gather all of the elven servants and bring them to the western hall of our home at midnight. That is the hall where the Claw of Dumat is now kept. There are shackles across the top of the great altar, and the pool is lined with runes beneath the claws. I have sent my wife and children away, but have not warned the others. The few I may save, but if I tried to save us all, we would only be killed in some other way, and others would die in our place. Master once laughed and joked. He could be stern, but he was not a cruel man. The weakening of the temples brought fear into his heart, and that fear has changed him. The cuts upon his arms are deeper and longer where he used his blood magic more often. He speaks to his wife little, he listens only to the voices in his dreams. It is almost midnight. The claw of Dumat, great and spiked and merciless as all my mind can see. I must gather the others. My family is safe. Perseus will take me, but not those I love. Words are preserved in blood at the statue's base. Okay. Freeholder. I watched the blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened. My body racked by pains and chills. I saw too late the poison that had crept into the land. In my fevered dreams, this sickness covered this whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Okay. Oh yeah. Materials. I'll always take that.
What are those things?
It's creepy crawlies. That's the way forward we want it this way. We won't go the wrong way first. I think.
What is that?
They think they own us. Think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression, as though we don't strive every day to stay sane, to keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer. I won't go back to the circle, not ever. I thought about it last night. Being back in the tower, their eyes on me, and all of it came back. All the years, head down, don't clutch your fingers, be a good mage, be a quiet mage, and I realized I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. I want it so badly that the bed caught fire and wouldn't go out until Yvonne iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the Conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. Oh! Hello.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Are you afraid, Cole? I can help you forget, just like you help other people. We're so very much alike, you and I.
No.
Let's do some more deconstruction. Destroy the gray stuff.
Greetings, Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment, I mistook you for your father.
Rather uncalled for.
I wish I could have the whole party here for this shit. I want to hear what he says to everyone. Oh man, that was fucking funny. Rather uncalled for.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your
Rude.
faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Thanks, homegirl. I went to Devinter when I was a child. I remember dragon statues everywhere, big ones. I shivered as I walked between them, afraid they were going to bite me or breathe fire. My parents hushed me and told me the Magisters liked the dragons as a sign of their power. Dragons are beasts, mindless, terrible. The archdemon that comes with each blight is an offense to the Maker. We know all these things, but the Magisters do not care. And it is the same with the mages. So much danger, so much power in hands not ready for it. And the mages only wish to celebrate themselves. The Magisters are what the mages of Ferelden and Orlais want to be. Our rulers, holding us in terror so that we wonder if they will bite as we walk by them. I joined the Templars to keep such mages under control. I have killed many since the rebellion we all saw coming. Now the Divine wishes us to meet them at the Conclave and give them a chance to make peace. I will go. I will smile. But if the dragon statue looks ready to bite, I will strike first. I am not a child, and I will not be afraid.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? You're a failure, and your family died.
Small fears. Too small to shape the Fade
No,
themselves.
I wanted...
Clinging to the nightmare. Feeding on the bits it leaves behind.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
They want your fear, so they look how you feel.
Well, that's reassuring.
Man, I wanted to hear more of... You are too young to worry so, my child. Write your worries down here. All your fears are smaller once you've defined them. What if Darkspawn come back? Father said one day he'll die. Darkspawn underground. Darkspawn under our house. Darkspawn coming up from basement. The sun will die. Black bits on bread could be blight. Getting sick and dying from blight. Grey Warden's coming to make Father go back. Father dying, fighting Darkspawn. Dark patch on Father's arm that he hides from Mother. Father says he hears music. And a letter lying near a cluster of spider eggs. No, I don't like this. I'm not having a fun time. I'm spooked and scared. And upset that I missed the dialogue that was for Hawk.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. We cannot tarry long.
We should
Okay.
keep moving.
Let's collect these good old memories, huh?
The demons!
The demons!
Keep running!
I joined the Wardens to... Damn, a lot of these bots tonight. I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind. I sat by the last campfire I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror. Curse the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny and let this be my decision. Where could... The door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village even during the day to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now. The door's open. I'm gonna look inside.
Go!
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
This is the beginning of the video game.
The demons!
The demons!
Keep running!
Ah!
Go!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me.
Oh, yeah.
And then she died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
The Nightmare watched Corypheus and grew powerful off the fear. Were you like that for the Divine? A spirit watching her from the Fade, inspired by her faith.
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
Well, tell me what
we
the
do
truth
know
is
that
then.
the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
The blood sings softly, it never stops, and then it's all they hear. We can't let them hurt more people.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Yeah.
Inquisitor.
Like I said, it can wait until we're... Huh.
The Nightmare has found us.
Form up. I'm with you.
Well, those aren't as big as I thought they were. Thought we were dealing with big spiders.
I suppose we should follow the Divine. Whatever she is our way out of here.
Lunette, the breach is sealed and the war between the Templars and the Mages is finally over. All our fear and terror is finally ending as order returns to this world. I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thedas. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking and the soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well in the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Elowen. Now where's the thing? Did I? Hold on. God damn it. Shit. Man.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Oh, okay. Whew. I was worried for a little second. Yay.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself.
Veiled
the
hand.
demon army you
That's
fear,
that's a good
I
name.
command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Oh, you get fucked, bitch. Dumbass. Y'all, can we stop with creepy crawlies in video games? Okay. There's a down and then there's an up. Let's go up first. It looks like going down is the correct way. Or does it all lead to the same spot? Oh, big guy.
Vast of us, but that's a big one.
Two of them? Hell yeah. I made the expected offerings this morning, but the gods remain silent. The priests are frightened. All of Tevinter is frightened. Our gods have led our people for centuries. Now they have gone still. Are we alone here in this world, no better than the savages to the south who beg for guidance from spirits? And what of the strange creatures who come from underground, like our friends, the dwarves? These spawn of the darkness and the plague they carry. Why do our gods not protect us from this? The ground shakes, the statue cuts my hand as I fall against it. A great roar sounds. It is massive, shaking the temple market, and I see the silhouette cut the sky. It is a dragon. Oh, it is Dumat. I have made the offering so many times, his form is as familiar as my own hand. He has returned in glory to destroy these darkspawn that threaten us, to lead Tevinter back to an age of glory and wonder. No, his scales are sickly and mottled, his form twisted and corrupt like the darkspawn themselves. He opens his great maw and fire billows forth, igniting the market. The flames rush toward me. What did we do wrong? Memory somehow caught in the blood on an ancient Tevinter statue. Haven is burned. Mama cries when I'm not looking. It's cold in the mountains and my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush, that others have it worse. She says a monster named Corypheus came to Haven and it was only the Maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep, and I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sir Snort. Sir Snort always kept the monsters away in my dreams. Ah! Ah! Child! That's a lot of damage. The fuck? Okay, nice. Ironically, Spy. Oh my. They named this shit, man. That's funny. Hold on, Lady Divine. I gotta go this way first. I want all the loot. All the goodies. All the bits of lore. I found myself on a plateau of swirling smoke and mist. I could not see my feet, or perhaps I had no feet in that place. Each step was treacherous. I had to believe there was a ground. If I didn't, there wouldn't be, and I would fall into nothingness. I was protected only by my will and my magic. The demon they made me face took the shape of a great cat. As we battled, it spoke in my mind. It told me that I would eventually stumble, and then it would pounce. The demon talked to me of the Templars beyond the veil, standing over my paralyzed body, their swords pointed at my heart, waiting for the moment of my failure. All it would take was a splinter of fear, a seed of doubt, and I would be unmade. The demon would devour my mind, and the Templars would destroy what was left of me. This was my harrowing. They forced this upon all mages and call it good, but it is neither good nor right, it is evil and unjust. From a partially destroyed journal bearing no name, found a Kinloch Hold cistern. Give me that loot. Up, up, up. And we are at fucking max again. Gotta make sure I don't miss nothing. I can't miss anything. I will not miss anything. Ah. It is simple to say that the laws of nature do not apply in the Fade. But while traveling in the Fade is often confusing for Mage, it is rarely so chaotic as to defy description. In fact, while the placement of items may seem random, those items usually operate as we would expect them to in the real world. A book opens to show pages, although the pages may be blank or lined with gibberish. A pen and inkwell let a user write, though the pen may write on its own and the inkwell never runs dry. Those items that float usually hover at the relative height where they've have sat had the objects meant to support them existed. Candles suspended in the air as though held by a phantom candlestick, for example. Why are the laws of the maker bent but not fully broken? Why does a book not turn into a dragon or a statue explode into countless shards of energy? The answer, I believe, lies in the fact that the items we see in the Fade were most often made by the hands of men. A statue is a created thing, the mortal hands that shaped it give it purpose, and it knows what it is meant to do. The objects that strain against the laws of nature are ironically those that are more natural themselves. Great stones, for example, hang in the sky. No hand has ever touched them, no mortal mind shaped them to purpose. I suspect, though we may never know, that if dwarves dreamt and shaped the Fade with their own perceptions, the rocks would not float. From the shape of the Fade by enchanter Phineas Asarathan.
I still remember when they were higher, before it woke up and everything fell.
Can you speak less cryptically, Cole? For once? Please?
It's hard to trust my footing in this place.
It is unclear whether the water here is a manifestation of the Fade or physical water that is poured in through one of the rifts somehow. Possibly the rift in Crestwood. Oh yeah, Crestwood. I remember that place. When the Darkspawn were new, when the Monsters had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was among the first to call myself a Grey Warden and swear to end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the Archdemon die from mortal blows, only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing only that the blight the Monsters had brought would destroy everything because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the Archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. Get rock punch, bitch. Main, Dorian, patient Sarah, the nothing. Soulless, dying alone. Varric becomes his parent. Vivian, irrelevance. Ironbone, madness. Blackwell himself, cold, despair. And what of the Inquisitor, I guess they can't really describe that to the player.
Look!
big guy. Rock punch. Can you destroy the barrier faster? No. Thank you, Rossi. Onwards and upwards, as they say. Follow the glowing lady. Oh, you're very bright. Oh, so bright.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Essence of perfection. Oh, that's... I don't know what that guarantees a masterwork, don't it?
The rift! We're almost there.
We're not there yet. Stay alert.
What the fuck? I don't like that.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
I should have used.
You will die in agony. You are nothing. I grow fat on your fear.
I'm not scared. Just a bitch.
We're almost there!
cannot stand against me.
But I am. I'm still standing. And you're dead. With?
We need to clear a path.
Go! I'll cover you.
No.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must...
A Warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor.
Sorry, Frenchman.
For the Warden!
Bro's just charging with a sword. I feel like we could have gotten him out. Lame. Lame. Superhero landing. Didn't even look like we tried to wait
right.
for...
Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free. And Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
I suppose you're right.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
Warden Stroud died, striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war.
Blackwall holds rank, doesn't he?
Can still help.
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori, but there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
Oh, shut up, Templar.
But they hurt people.
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Good luck, Inquisitor. It's been an honor. And take care of Varric for me.
Probably better for the world if I had that Stroud live to, you know, help
Hawk
the
sent
Wardens.
me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
I'll go as soon as I am able.
Good. Cullen, Josephine and I will discuss the best way to gain an audience with the Empress. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm. Serene, even. And she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's our inventory? 58 out of 60. Right. We have a point to spend. Let's see, when you cover that spell consumes half of your remaining power. The largest barrier consumes. You mastered the summoning of fire because you're effective on panic. We'll do that. That'll probably be the last bit of fire magic we do. No one else has level ups. Let's see here. Bloodwake. Ooh. Tempest is better. Where's Dorian? There's Dorian. Yeah, and then... Okay. Oh, Shield of the Anointed is better. Doesn't look all that good though, but whatever. Let's see, 134, that's not going to be better than some. This might be better. And we'll keep them that Masterwork honor. We'll keep that. Varric, we will give you. Have your tits out again, Varric, I guess. Prayer bring a sundering plus 10% sunder. Let's see. Blackwall. One point to spend. Before we do that, I want to just sell my inventory. Clear it out real quick. Sigil of the morning. Negative 50% all other damage. Oh. That would be good, actually, on Warrior. And
So I'm thinking... Inquisition? Almost gotcha.
bring forth
Adamant's
the
influence
prisoner.
continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor
Fuck
on
you.
this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you've trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
You are the worst of us. The damage you have done is beyond all reckoning. A mage's crime, a mage's punishment. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, I deny you death. Tranquility.
You cannot! I am a lord, you pissants! I will not lose myself!
Could you? Uh-oh. Oh, there's another. I don't know if that was the right choice, but
Another of the lingering pains of
probably should have
Adamant,
sent
your
him to the
worship.
wardens.
Saruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Oh. I won't judge a warden.
We doubt when we're safe. When Blight is not at our throat. I can't judge a warden, Saruth. No one has that right.
You have more faith in the Order than we ourselves have.
Hey, we definitely gotta go to.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Oh,
There
Josephine.
you are. I've been looking all over for you. I've just received the most terrible news.
Oh, that's not good.
What is it?
I'm engaged.
Start from the beginning.
I sense this is complicated. Tell me more.
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Are you saying we should act like nothing has happened between us?
No, not at all. But it is not right that we carry on while I am betrothed. I must break off the match first.
I assume your parents have political alliances resting on this engagement.
For once, that is something quite far from my mind. Oh, this is not what I wanted to happen. I barely remember Lord Otranto. I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all.
Okay, we're not gonna go and do the Orlais Civil War mission yet.
Any Venatori activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know.
Okay, we unlock new missions. There is a protest we must attend to, Inquisitor. A group of mages has heard of your judgment and the imposition of tranquility. They wonder why they fight for someone who can impose so brutal a penalty. They claim it is a betrayal of the promise of your actions at Redcliffe. We have to deal with this, Inquisitor. We cannot risk a second rebellion at this stage. They're afraid. Send one Templar and one mage, Inquisitor. 2 veterans. To explain it, I'll remind them that mages created this punishment to protect the rest. Our alliance will not risk another mage war. It has been hard enough to aim them. A swift movement of troops with these onlookers. Actually, Cullen's idea is the best one. Hell yeah.
Inquisitor.
That's like the A report from Antiva delivered to Liliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium in Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Mason. Lord Enzo attends the theater on the same night each week. His home is empty. Save a few servants during that time and pay a visit. Liliana.
Inquisitor.
The letter has arrived, stamped with the seal of Redcliffe. As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered by our people while providing hospitality to your mage allies. A freehold in Rain Sphere was burned to the ground when a mage inside lost control of his abilities. 2 farms outside Redcliffe Village suffered crop loss and structural damage due to frost spells. 5 people in Redcliffe Village were injured by lightning spells cast by panicked children. I trust this matter can be concluded without the involvement of the Crown. Tegan Guerin. I can arrange for it and will require a loan, but we can manage it.
Let us begin.
Fuck you, Earl Tegan. Alright, let's go around and talk to people.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
Every family has scandals. I'll find something to persuade Otranto to break off the match.
Please, Inquisitor, no. If Otranto found out, he'd challenge you to a duel. The traditional form of dueling among Antiva nobles isn't
Then I'll
usually
kick his
fatal,
ass.
but there's always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
I'm gonna gather information on Lord Otranto.
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
You must be glad that Hawk made it back in one piece.
Yeah, closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Oh, Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Carver know. I'm sure he'll take it well. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me. Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Bitch boy.
Good afternoon.
We'll talk later.
Alright, never mind. Oh, well, it's because I think I have another Soulless quest in the Hinterlands to do.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history.
Not my fault.
All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place
Well, that
to
is
find
very
it.
important information.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I apologize.
Rude!
That was unworthy.
It was!
Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Stroud is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison...
Oh, yeah.
That's not exactly comforting, Dorian.
Nor should it be. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
You don't number among them?
It's tempting, but I am no fool. There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck. The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I'll leave you...
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Oh,
If
hello.
you require any assistance.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I was physically in the Fade at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, too. You didn't ask about that.
Darling, you didn't remember anything. Questioning you would have
Fair
hardly
enough.
been productive. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
You must have an...
I have known some who are... I have suffered insults at the hand. Personally...
Oh, so I already talked to her about that. Is there anything new up here? Potentially new stuff. My dear Ewan, you have been the light of my life, the song in my heart for over a year. The world has changed, and both of us with it. How does one live through the rending of the sky and still remain the same? I have seen oblivion through the rifts, and I fear our lives are about to end. You told me the distance between us would be hard to bear, and I said I would never seek the arms of any but yours. I was wrong. I have met someone in Val Royeaux. She is dark where you are fair. She fills her life with poetry, not battle. And her voice, her tongue, trips so sweetly on the trills and flourishes of the Orlesian language. She gives me hope that we will survive this. I'm sorry. I will never forget you, Aurora. Aurora, you are a fucking bitch, dude. He deserved better than you. Ewan deserved better than you. Ugh. Lovely room. I'll leave that alone. Where does this door? Oh, does this? Okay, that's just weird. That's just weird.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them.
So you had no time to think, only to act. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fade. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her. I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Anything I should know?
Both.
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll...
I feel like both might be accurate. Is Varric gonna wanna talk at all?
Sorry,
Not yet. cutscene with Cassandra. Before we do that, we are gonna... I think I have...
You'll be quick, will you?
Restore and improve the large tower for an imposing cosmetic change. Best thing to choose between a mage or Templar tower.
I'm a runner. They may be running.
No need for commentary. Just do your job.
This is part of my job.
It is if I say it is.
Right you are.
Your worship.
Oh, Iron Bull has something this.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Are you all right? You seem very intent.
I am. This needs to be done before I forget. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
It's a good idea.
It's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the Divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I must interpret what I saw, yet I am no priest, no philosopher. I am a warrior.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading.
No, they don't. I disagree.
When I realized we were physically in the
Some
Fade, I was terrified,
questions can be left
almost
unanswered.
beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Oops, she's got another cutscene.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not
Yes.
always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm not that assured. I just make it up as I go.
Yep.
Let all your followers take heart.
What can I say? It's worked so far.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Okay, she's moving, which means...
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as
Oh
the sort
shit,
of
yeah, that
nobleman
quest.
would
Forgot
become
about that one.
involved in this war. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
That's enough for now.
Alright.
Inquisitor,
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
I should go.
Ah, come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
Do you want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
I'm interested.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big war ships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
I thought Qunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Okay. We're unlocking a bunch of quests now. Well, once again.
Oh. Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
There's 2 Cassandras on my screen. Yes.
Perhaps you can take over.
I'm a scrawny-ass mage. I don't think I can do much better.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, alright? I need to get over this demon crap.
Okay.
Alright.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
I don't like how you... That was
Damn
very
demon.
sexual.
Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
This helps you?
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of feed, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
God damn it. Alright, fair enough. Whatever works for you, I guess. Huh?
Is there anything you need?
I have some more.
As you wish.
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
What happened?
A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
So you blamed all mages for the actions of a few apostates?
I was young. Magic was frightening. It all seemed pointless. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I'll let you get back to work.
How you doing?
Very well.
See you later, boy.
Night.
You happier with the champion off with the wardens?
There were wardens in Kirkwall, too. No, it's better.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on? Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade,
That we did.
a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
It must have been rough living through the Blight.
Someone yells Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff. Or, you know, some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it. Then you steal it back. So whatever. The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn. That's all I'm saying. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him. You have a problem. That, over there, is a full tavern. But everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You in or not?
I don't understand how annoying my people will help.
Look, you have experts for everything. And I know a bunch of tight-ass people when I see them. Oh, sure, they'll complain. But they'll really mean, thank you for distracting me from the end of the stupid world.
As long as they're
Come on.
harmless. No, I don't think she's only into women, isn't she? Nah, I'm already romancing Josephine. I can't back out of it now anyway. Yes, I'm in.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Prank time!
Right, General Uptight is... What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip or something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one. Right, little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Alright, what do we do?
Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket.
No! Oh, that one's a bit too...
Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
I think I've already read that one.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, bears don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
So ridiculous, I love it.
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'll start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Corypheus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom,
bruv.
everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig.
Aye.
You did it!
Should I talk to my people? Apologize? Ah, they'll be fine. See if Sarah has anything else.
Getting serious about mage stuff, magic, things. How about not so much? Just asking for not so much magic. Great, yeah?
Do you have any worries about how my magic is developing?
Really? You have to ask what's so bad about the magic stuff. Rift, whatever. You know, like a tearing up the world.
Rift Mage. So I can understand Fade forces.
Not helping. I don't understand that stuff. It's scary to anyone smart enough to think for a second. You shouldn't be scary. You're the Inquisitor.
What has you so scared?
You really don't know? Most people are scared. I mean, there's lots of mages here, but most never see one. Never. You're weird, and I know you, so you're not scary. But lots of people don't know you. I don't want you to be just a scary mage.
Don't be silly. I'm not that scary.
Oh, ha ha, real funny. Fine, I'm fine with it. Be scary and a shit.
Eh.
I'll be back if I need you.
I don't think she's into men. God, I remember seeing that online.
No, they don't.
It's just what I heard.
No. But you
Yes.
like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
God damn. So many quests are popping up.
Empress of fire in the reign of the lion.
You've been skittish for days. What's up your crawl?
My what?
You're different. It shines on you, shimmering, sharp. You made magic from the rifts.
Do I seem that different to you?
The Fade sticks to mages. Little figments, flitting, floating free, then forced into shapes. Fire, ice, lightning. You use the Fade itself. You make it charged, but not changed. Channeled enchantments. It's strong and pure, and loud. You ripple like water when the stone is dropped.
I take it not all mages feel the way I do.
Solus is the same, but quieter. The Fade is his friend. He doesn't need to look to know where it goes. Vivienne is crisp and cool. The Fade dances, darts, lashed and leashed. Dorian pulls at pieces, pushing them to bodies. I like him more when it's just fire. And the Venatori are dark and hard and cracked and old. They pull the Fade with blood and pain and ancient lying whispers.
I hope you like the way I feel now.
Yes. It's different, but familiar. It reminds me of me. Did you need me?
What do you think of what happened at Adamant?
What do you want to hear?
The nightmare said terrible things to all of us. You included.
I want to see if I
It said it was like me. No,
can make
I
him
was
human.
like it.
I want to do that.
Worse, a lie, twisted to hurt unless it isn't. I help the hurt, then make them forget so I fly free. It steals their fear, gloating, gluttonous.
I don't make them forget for me. It's for them. Easier for them, but it's for me too, so I can wash clean. I'm not like it. I'm not. I'm me. And if I'm not, you'll stop me. You'll kill me.
It's all right, Cole. No one is going to kill you.
No, don't say that. You need to. If I'm bound or broken, you need to kill me. Before was wrong. But that was when I didn't know. I can't not know again. No one gets hurt because of me. Please.
You saw the Divine, or the Spirit acting like her. What do you think she was?
Helpful.
That isn't an answer.
It was hers. Spirits aren't able to do what I do, but I can. I am me. She was her, whatever she was.
What did you think of the fortress itself?
It scared me before. I couldn't feel through the fear. This time it was sad. Too much pain, darkness. They die in waves against the wall, bleeding, but the blood inside is the same. No one should live there. Bad things happen.
You seem to be uncomfortable in the Fade.
Yes, wrought, right and rigid. Can't relax, can't release. Shouldn't have been there like that. Like looking at a picture of yourself, but you're a picture too. I wanted to flit, fly, flow back to freedom, but frozen instead, frightened. Not like that. It should be like me.
What did you think of the Grey Wardens?
They obeyed orders to hurt people they were supposed to protect. They were like the bad Templars. You should have banished them.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I don't know where that one tower is. And I'm supposed to, like, decorate or whatever. What's up, Adon?
Your worship, I suppose.
Nice to meet you too. Or, well, nice to speak to you, I guess. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I could buy two. I will buy two. Where the fuck is Blackwall? That's not good. Where the fuck? Master Lieutenant?
Finally, a place for the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try. And hope for the best.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman.
Trying
It's
to
not the
correct
armor
the
or the
mistakes she had
trappings
made.
of the Order. It's not the joining.
At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Yes? Nothing.
Alright. Let's talk to Cullen.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
I don't know what floor that could be on. What's up, bitch boy McGee? But the
Those bands who impose the toll?
power upgrade is over this way. Maybe? Where the fuck am I going? Why is it so much tedious running? Nope, what the fuck? As minor ranchers commit to the utility of vigilance, the star becomes a Templar hold to rival any insect in Thetis. Magical study. Hey.
A proper mage tower. Every castle needs one.
We're fighting a dude that went into the rift thousands of years ago and caused the first blight. We need all that we can get. Now, Colin and Cassandra are meeting where? Oh, let's see what Mother Giselle has to say about it.
Inquisitor, the soldiers say you banished the demons at Adamant and freed the Grey Warden mages. I understand from Sister Leliana that the truth is somewhat more complex, but no less extraordinary. She said that you spoke with a figure in the Fade that seemed to be the soul of divine Justinia. I suspect many of the faithful would like to know what Justinia told you.
She helped me remember what happened at the Conclave. The Maker didn't give me the mark on my hand. I was struck in battle, and Andraste didn't send me. The figure everyone saw was divine Justinia.
So it is as you have always maintained. You must feel quite vindicated.
I don't have time to dwell on it. We have a war to fight.
Then I will save my own ruminations upon faith and belief, and simply pray for your success, Inquisitor. It is wise that you do not let what happened in the Fade spread, however. Some would not understand. Now, is there anything I can help you with?
Farewell.
Feel like I shouldn't be dishonest with people. I should tell them what occurred. Well, then we gotta send our people back out. Also, let's see if Josephine has anything to say about the pranks.
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor.
God
A
damn it.
petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royal citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Tell these petitioners Andraste said she cares for us, always, as she walks by the Maker's side.
A fine sentiment. We will have it proclaimed in Val Royo.
I'm a filthy liar.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
Well, it can be trying. There is no shortage of self-regard among the nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely baneful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
A lot more talking happening than I thought there would be. Wow! Let's see. Got all the schematics. Let's see. 10% increase to defense. Can increase her focus. Or an inventory capacity. Let's get our focus up. Sister Liliana, our agents entered Lord Enzo's home, where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He has been arranging to send volunteers to Red Lyrium mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poorer, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hercynia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Mason. Have our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work with the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not go cold. Inquisitor, I am pleased that we were able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe Arling. May Andraste watch over you, Tegan Guerin. Shut up, bitch. 10 agents find out information about Josephine's arranged fiance. Finance? We're not trying to put dueling him in Val Royale. Well, as Lord trying to have interest, I'll gather information about his family that may be useful.
Let's see what we have.
Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or a spirit, he remains vulnerable to Venatori binding magic. The Amulet of the Unbound, used by Ravani seers, is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an element in this part of the world would be difficult. Let's see. Ravani constants are dear, but to protect spirits from the breach, they are willing to help us.
Inquisitor?
We got a good bit of quests there. Let's see where Cassandra and Cullen are meeting.
Inquisitor?
Over. Nope.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
It seemed very important to him.
It's not a decision to be made lightly. But now, Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Shouldn't this be Cullen's decision?
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Okay, Colin. Decision time. Yippee! Let's break that lyrium addiction, baby! So, goddamn doors. Hello.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk...
You don't have to... I never meant for this to interfere.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right. I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
Okay. I'm gonna tell Cassandra that. How the fuck did we survive that? I'm gonna tell Cassandra the choice I made.
You got your wish, sort of. Right.
I don't think she's gonna say anything about it.
I trust all is well.
Insane about it. Let's do some codex reading. Okay, read that one. My friends, we accept as fact that more powerful and intelligent demons select more complex aspects of our reality to observe and interact with. A demon of pride may gravitate to the corrupt hubris of nobles, the bloodthirsty arrogance of soldiers, or sadly the blind confidence of mages. A demon of desire may focus on lust, greed, or even the desperate wishes of those with no recourse in the waking world. Whether demons are naturally inclined to such specificity or if made so by observing a confluence of specific events in our world is a subject of much debate, and not the question my experiment would answer. Instead, I turn to the question of fear. We think of fear demons as lesser creatures, powerful but simple like those common beasts of rage or hunger. But fear has many faces, from the absurd phobias of the pampered nobility to the very real threats of magic, demons, dragons, and perhaps especially the Blight. What event has shaped this course of human history more than the Blights? Had the first Blight not weakened it, the Defender Imperium would have crushed Andraste's rebellion. We would have no Ferelden, no circles, and indeed no Chantry as we know it. The Blight is unequaled as a force of devastation and terror, hated and feared by peasant and king alike, from the northern hills of the Anderfels to the southern reaches of the Korkari wilds. I know of nothing else that inspires such universal and specific fear. Dragons and demons, yes, but both have found respect and fascination in cultures across Thedas. Only the Blight is fucking balls. Only the Blight is an unadulterated source of horror. If there exists a demon of fear who has shaped itself, God damn it, into a more intelligent, more specific mold, it will be a demon focusing on fear of the Blight. This is the experiment I undertake. By the time you read this, my friends, I will be asleep, traveling through the Fade to find such a creature. If I am correct, it will yield an unparalleled source of information on the history of our world, wisdom hidden since the time of ancient Tevinter. I have instructed the scribes to write quickly upon my return. I will have much to impart. The letter found beside the sleeping body of Senior Enchanter Jessamare, her last known communication before her subsequent possession and then death, along with 12 mages, 9 Templars, and uncounted apprentices in Tranquil, at the hands of Knight Captain Hulgar. That's kinda depressing. You think it's hard to fight the Kunari on land? You've never had to face them on open water. No wind, sails hanging limp, but those giant bastards keep coming. We'd always mocked the Kunari for their mindless servitude, but we saw their discipline. But we saw their discipline as they steadily closed, their oars in perfect form, even as our galley slaves flagged and faltered. They pulled alongside, their great ship twice the length of ours, and we drew steel, ready for them to board. Instead, a great series of blasts rocked the waves, spewing smoke everywhere. Iron balls the size of a man's head flew as though fired from a bow. They ripped through hull, mast, and sailor alike. Our ship came apart like a child's toy. I'd have died in the water had a trading ship not come by to investigate the wreckage. That was the day I learned that although the Imperium might win the war against the Kunari on land, it will never defeat them at sea. It was also the day I decided to try life as a merchant's guard. An excerpt from Exiles from the Empire by Gregorius Pepagit. What kind of fucking name is that? I took the road north from Val Royeaux toward Navarra with a merchant caravan. A scant 2 days past the Arlesian border. We were beset by bandits. They struck without warning from the cover of the trees, hammering our wagons with arrows, killing most of the caravan guards instantly. The few who survived the arrow storm drew their blades and charged into the trees after our attackers. We heard screams muffled by the forest and then nothing more of those men. After a long silence, the bandits appeared. Elves covered in tattoos and dressed in hides, they looted all the supplies and valuables they could carry from the merchants and disappeared back into the trees. These, I was informed later, were the Dalish, the wild elves who lurk in the wilderness on the fringes of settled lands, preying upon travelers and isolated farmers. These wild elves have reverted to the worship of their false gods and are rumored to practice their own form of magic, rejecting all human society. I speak words good. Why do you keep asking me about the Kun? I'm not Kunari. I met a human once who made shoes. Why don't you tell me about shoemaking? You've met more Kunari than I have. I've lived my whole life here in Navarra. No, I'm not Tal-Vashoth. Tal-Vashoth are rebels. You cannot rebel against something you've never seen. I'm Vashoth. No, I didn't use the same word. It's Vashoth, not Tal-Vashoth. Nobody told me humans couldn't hear speech. No, I hate humans. Unused portion of a transcript from an interview with Isala, a Kunari goat herder, found in the notes of Brother Genitivi. There, see the winter palace at Halam Sharal. Gaze upon its white walls and golden spires, built on the broken dreams of a people. Our people. The human prophet Andraste was a slave in the Tevinter Imperium, as our ancestors were. When she rose up against them, we rose up with her. Together we fought for freedom. In gratitude and kinship, Andraste promised the elves a new land, the Dales. And although she died, her sons kept her promise. Our people came from farthest Tevinter to claim this new land. Here our journey ended. This was our Halam Sharal. As we laid the first stone for the city, our people vowed that no human would ever set foot on our lands. The greatest of our warriors swore to uphold this vow. One by one they came, invoking the names of Elgarnan and Mithal, Andril and Gillen Nain. Before all our gods, they dedicated themselves to Halam Sharal, becoming our protectors, our Emerald Knights. They would ensure that the Dales remained free. It was free. For over 3 centuries, but the humans in their new Andrastian chantry would not let us be. They pushed against our borders. They sent missionaries to spread the word of their prophet. They sought ways to subjugate the people once more. When we refused, we angered them. They destroyed us. Even the Emerald Knights could not stand against the might of their army, armored in faith. In the name of their Andraste, they burned Halam Sharal, scattering us to the winds. They forgot that once long ago, Andraste's followers and the elves marched together. They forgot that Andraste called Shartan brother. A promise lost as told by Keeper Gisharel to the young hunters of the Ralafern clan on the outskirts of Halam Sharal. Which one did I miss? Am I missing one? 102. Here lies the abyss, the well of all souls. From these emerald waters doth life begin anew. Come to me, child, and I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity. Chantry sisters have long debated this section of the Chant of Light. It is tempting to assume that the Well of All Souls is a literal well, but such imagery appears nowhere in Andraste's other works. An examination of Threnodies 1:4 yields clues. From the waters of the Fade you made the world. As the Fade had been fluid, so was the world fixed. It is possible, even likely, that the emerald waters Andraste refers to are the substance of the Fade, which began as an ocean of dreams, Threnodies 1:1, and was reduced to a well, bottomless but limited in scope by the Maker's creation of our world. Is Andraste urging the listener to come to the Fade? Should we take from these emerald waters doth life begin anew as literal evidence of reincarnation or even of life after death, as the cult of spirit suggests, or as a figurative benediction indicating that the Maker is the source of all life, and in finding his embrace for eternity, we will only be returning our souls from whence they came? An excerpt from Reflections on Divinity by revered Mother Juliet. I worry about Loren daily. Ever since the death of his wife and son in Highever at the onset of the Blight, he retreats further and further into reclusion. Almost no one is permitted to come to Caer Oswin. Last time I managed to see him was only because I bullied my way into the castle and insisted his strange new guards take me to him. I say strange new guards for a reason. Almost all the Oswin retainers have been sent away. These men didn't wear Ban Loren's colors, and they struck me more as prison wardens than as protectors. Loren himself was pale and almost delirious. I begged him to see a physic, and he promised he would, but I doubt he ever did. The guards ushered me out in a hurry, and the last time I returned I was not even allowed past the gate. It has been months since anyone saw Loren at all. I fear the worst has happened, yet I can prove nothing. All I can do is pray the rest of the Ban Norn take notice and act before a good man is lost. From a letter by Ban Alfstana, Araman, Dragon 940. Okay, read that. That's stuff we find in the world. Same as this. Alright, let's... Liliana's ready to report. We'll send her out. So much walking and running. Back and forth, back and forth. Boop, boop, boop. From the biannual compendium of the diverse and worthy families of the nation of Antiva, the greatest recent scandal in the Otrantos history is when they cheated the Tarazas of several of their holdings. It is not the act itself that drew attention, but that it was clumsily done. Blood was spilled among both families in the ensuing arguments about this faux pas, and has remained a bitter moment between the two houses. Although the Otrantos have buried the details, even mentioning the name Taraza in their presence is ill-advised. A letter delivered to Skyhold. Its sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, an infamous guild of assassins. We encountered your agents in Hercynia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with the man's Tevinter friends. You know the Venatori. We know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer removes a political rival, and we get paid. A happy ending for all involved. Cooperating with the Antivan Crows works to our advantage. They have more knowledge of Enzo, and we gain context should we need their assistance in the future. Yeah, send Liliana.
Inquisitor.
And now, let's go see if I can craft any new armor. Any new and better armor.
Pitter patter up the
Alright. Helmet. But I want... But it glitches, so I can't. That's still the best. Okay. Cassandra. That's the best looking. Why? Hmm. Let's see about weapons. I wish I could look at my companions and stuff. Alright, let's see. Hate the look of that weapon. That would be so much fucking damage, dude. Let's see, 378. So... let's do Bloodstone. Armor penetration. 7% attack. What's that? Plus 7%. Right. Flanking 6% crit. 8% crit bonus. 14% armor penetration. No, let's save the dragon. 8% crit damage. 10% crit damage. 10%. 20% armor penetration. Well, let's use Serpent Stone. We don't need to do too much plus attack. Summon extra for each enemy within 8 meters. Well, actually, I don't want to... Let's let's use this one. And then what can we add to it? We can add a rune. Give it to Sarah. And we're gonna give it to Paul. Let's see, so we'll probably get rid of leeches. And equip Brutal Deadly Dirk. And then we will modify that. Cool. Do 403 damage. 429, but only against corrupted. Ooh. That one. Yeah. That's deadly. 460 DPS. Damn. I could probably make another one of those too. Oh, also what about... Let's see. No, I think I have everything for Bianca. I think that's gonna be where I stop for today. We made some good kind of made some good progress. We did a big story mission. So, that's good. We essentially only have like 3 more map zones to go through, I believe. We have, let's see. We have, oh god, I'm at Reddit. Let me look at this. Let me look at this so I can visualize it, see exactly what we've got. Let's see, we got the Emerald Graves, Emprise de Lyon, and the Hissing Wastes, and then the Frostback Mountains. So 4 zones. However long those take. Thank y'all for hanging. Zoran, thanks for hanging and chatting. I shall be live probably tomorrow, maybe. I'm not. I don't know. It's up in the air. But I will be back Wednesday, most likely, show. Peace. Bye.